Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
6.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Marie Antoinette Waite here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. And we were talking to Bill Rabello, who is the president of the American Residential Solutions and Elk Grove Capital. So you were saying earlier that research is a very important part of working with people. And because of your experience in the technology or IT, and is that how you call it? IT or technology?
IT,
and
information
okay.
technology is what it stands
And
for.
also being in the Navy as a government employee, I want the audience or the listeners to understand why research is important when creating a project. Can you elaborate that some more for me?
Well, definitely when it comes to real estate, it's not hard to find properties, but to find properties that are going to cash flow and be a safe investment, that's where the research is really important. And in our field, research is very important just because technology moves fast. Mm-hmm. So that working all those years in computers, if you don't keep up, it moves right by you. So we're constantly learning and growing, and I feel that it translates well to real estate. I think real estate's the same thing. I think most everybody knows that it's good to have a diverse portfolio for into retirement.
Okay.
But real estate is if you talk to anybody that has been successful as an investor, real estate's always a big portion of their portfolio.
Okay. So take us to the journey, Bill. If I have to work with you on a project, what is the process that you take in regards to incorporating the research into creating a portfolio?
Well, whether it's finding the right self-storage facility or investing in tax deeds, you can't just buy any property and hope for the best. You have to research the market. You have to research the facility itself, and there's, what I like to look for is intrinsic value in a property. Mm-hmm. So whether the market goes up or down, the value is there in that property, and it's because of the people, like for storage, for example. There's enough people that are looking for storage in that area. Hopefully the market's growing, but you can't invest just on a growing market. You have to really find a property that has the value already in it. And that's what I look for, and that's where research comes in. I think it's critical.
And so you talk to them about the information in terms of determining what the value of the property, right?
Well, it's buying it at a value where you can grow it. That's
okay. So that's part of the research.
Yeah.
You need to see or forecast the growth of the project.
Well, the growth is part of it. The market and whether it goes up or down is really kind of an extrinsic value. It's outside of your control. I like to look for things that we can control.
Okay.
So if I'm buying a property, I want to make sure I'm getting it at a price where we're able to cash flow it.
Okay.
And then it's operating it, in a manner that does that. Growing the value of that property. That's what I really love about commercial real estate is you're not waiting for the market to appreciate as if you were to buy a single family home. You actually are raising the value, and this applies to apartments as well. But by raising the income, basically the net operating income of a property, you're increasing the value of it. And so by buying a property that has that upside, you're buying it on intrinsic value, not extrinsic. So you're buying a property that no matter what happens with the market, it's going to go up. So it's a safe investment.
Okay. So you take your client into where you're analyzing the property with good research information, right? Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing. And I think part of where I see why others are going to have trouble with, working with people is because they need to learn how to do the research and pull the right information.
Yeah.
Am I
that's
right?
True.
Because
That's true.
doing a research is one thing, but knowing what you're looking for
Yes.
and
exactly.
taking the right information to incorporate into the project, that's another thing.
Right.
And that's where you're good at.
Yes. It's, doing real estate as a living is not for everybody. And I think, like I said earlier, people know the value in it, but they don't have either the know-how or the want to know how or the time to look into these. So, that's why, I'm hoping that 2025 is the year that I'm able to leave my W-2 job and go full-time into the businesses. And I want to be there doing this research so that other people don't have to. So
Wow.
I want people to be able to come to me and feel confident that, hey, this is somebody I trust. This is somebody that I know has been doing this for a while. And, I can put my money with them, my retirement
Yes.
income, or just, money that they have in the bank that's collecting no interest at all, really.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they can, they can be an investor without having to worry about doing all the research, doing just everything that goes into it. I want to be the person that can do that
Oh,
for
that's
myself and
awesome.
others.
So that is, thinking to be in that position, that takes a lot of passion and dedication to help other people. You yourself, you're pretty much okay and successful, right?
Yeah.
Financially. So now you're in the mode to where you just want to serve people. Is that what it is?
Yes. And it's, I want to serve myself as well. I want my family to do better, and I want to be comfortable as well. But yeah, I really feel like I have so many really good friends that just don't have a retirement set up, and I'm worried for them. I hear them all the time saying, I'm probably going to work till I die. And I don't want that for my friends or my family or even people I don't know yet that I'm going to meet in the future. If I can help, I'd love to.
So the people that will discover you, you're like a hidden gold mine.
I hope
Because
so.
because they, you're here now and getting ready to help people. They gotta find out about you and see what they can do to improve their life financially with your talent and skills. And I think that's incredible. It's such a blessing for the community to have you,
Well, thank you.
provide this kind of service. And, is there anything that you wanted to share in terms of what you have done so far for other people?
Well, most of what I've done, honestly, has been just trying to get my business going to a point where now I can help other people.
Okay.
I haven't worked with investors yet,
Okay.
other than, I've had some friends that have wanted to,
And
come
you've
in on
helped
some
your
things.
friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like I'm getting close to a point. Like I say, this is a year. 2025 is going to be a big year for us. I really see it as being a time of growth and opportunity, and if I can share it and help other people, that's great.
So, was there any challenges in just building your business at this time?
Yeah, the time it takes, when you're working a full-time job, have a family, and you're trying to run your business, it's tough.
Yeah.
And I've tried to automate things as much as possible, as much as
Which
can
is
be
you
done.
have the skills to do that.
Yeah, and I'm learning AI on the side.
Oh, you
now
are?
too to use that to my advantage.
Okay.
So it's a never-ending battle. There's always more to learn.
Yeah, especially with AI. I myself have gone into like the Chat GPT and just tried to figure out, okay, how can I take advantage of this? And I was able to take some good information out of it, but I don't really want to go in there and spend time learning it, because I enjoy the part of where I communicate with my clients and help them build their brand. And
Yes.
I have people that are like you who's really good in technology, and they set up everything for me to where I can still communicate with them in terms of what I want, outcome of the project. But they do all the technical work. I don't have to do it. I'm just like spoiled when it comes to that.
Well, we all have our talents, right?
Yes. And for you, again, many years of being in IT is incredible for someone to work with. because that's a lot of years of experience. And pulling the information for the real estate investing, I mean, that is very valuable as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad that I like to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I when I'm working on it, it's fun. I feel like I'm doing something that I really love, and I really like the time that it gives me. Like time's our greatest commodity, and when we're working our W-2 jobs, we're just trading our time for money. So
Yeah.
what I'm looking for is really to take some of that time back, because we have a finite amount of it, and we don't know when it ends. So I want to live each day as best I can.
Yeah, I wanna really dig into some of your vision for the future, and really understand how you're helping people. Because I get that you desire to do that, and you already have your company and things like that. But I wanted to really understand your vision for the future. But we're gonna take a commercial break, and we will be right back with Bill Rabello. Don't go away.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.